Hey cuties, Peachy here. Welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have an updated list for the fall 2022 things of Rainbow High and Shadow High to come out. So let's get into it. Both these are made by @dollgirly on Instagram, so huge thanks to them. And first let's look at the Rainbow High list. Okay, so first off, of course, we have Series 4 that's just now really hitting like all the stores. In my store locally, it was listed that they're gonna start showing up at like start of June, and today is the 1st of June. So like if you live in Europe or in any other country that's not America and they haven't shown up yet, don't worry, they are supposed to come out in June, so just keep your fingers crossed that they will show up really soon. And here's where it gets exciting, because we finally actually know what the 3 themes of the Rainbow Vision line are going to be. So here's the first 3 dolls in this group, and it's called, all of them are Rainbow Vision, are part of the Rainbow Vision line, and these are actually the K-pop stars dolls. And you see how it says rainbow right next to K-pop stars? I think it's because and each school, so Rainbow High, Pacific Coast, and Shadow High are represented in one of these groups. So what I'm thinking is that every group is represented, is an exchange student of a certain school. So this group, these K-pop stars, are exchange students, part of Rainbow High, and so that's why the Rainbow High thing is right next to it. And then we see the price, gonna be real pricey for everyone outside of America, but even so, I mean, $50, you know, same price as like the Slumber Party and the Rockstar Girls. It's a pretty penny to get all 3 of them. It's like $150, and if they cost $65 here, where I live, at least, it's gonna cost like even more. And of course, so we actually have the color themes confirmed now for each of these girls. So we have Peridot, Lilac, and Apricot. So Peridot, I didn't know was like a neon green. We already have Karma. She's like a chartreuse, right? So I really do hope that this Peridot character is gonna have a enough distinguishing look to Karma. Then we have Lilac. I don't think we've had a lilac character. We've had purple, violet, orchid, yeah, and indigo. So yeah, lilac. I really hope that they play around with this color, and again, hope she looks different enough. And then we have Apricot, and obviously right away I'm thinking Georgia Bloom, because Peach and Apricot are very similar. Like they're basically sisters. So yeah, interesting. I wonder how all of these girls are gonna look. I do hope they just look different enough. Maybe they're gonna give them like a pastel twist, like they're all gonna be like pastel toned. I don't know, but it's really interesting that we actually have these color themes confirmed. And then of course we have these 3 girls that we've already seen so much of in the past 2 videos. We have Silver, Rose Quartz, and Gold, and these are called the Disco Stars. And next to their title it says PC. So see, that leads into my theory of each group belonging to a respective school. So I guess these this band, these 3 girls, are part of Pacific Coast. Really interesting. Again, I mean, I already talked about these girls in the past videos, so if you've missed those videos, check those videos out. Link will be up above somewhere. But yeah, I really do think it's interesting that each group is representing their own school. That's really cool. Same price as well. Now, the last Rainbow Vision group actually belongs to Shadow High, so we'll get more in depth into that when we get to the Shadow High portion. But last up here, we have the Rainbow Vision 4-in-1 tour bus. I don't know why I said it like that. It's gonna be priced at $149.99 and almost $200 for everywhere else. So it's like a tour bus. It has like a lot of different areas. It's interesting that it's a tour bus, not like a glamper, but it makes sense because like it's all about music, y'all. So next up, of course, we have the Paris Hilton Premium Collector Edition doll. Pay attention to that wording, because she's gonna be like $124.99 and much more in euros. So I remember she was gonna cost about $100 earlier. Well, nope, they just hiked up that price to almost like $150. And it's just a Paris Hilton doll with a second outfit perhaps, and like that is expensive. expensive. I am like, if something has to be made out of real gold here, like there has to be like real pearls or like real diamonds, because that's expensive. Like what? That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Paris Hilton's doll. I cannot wait to get her. I mean, I am excited. I am going to get her, but it's a lot of money. It is a lot of money. You know? And actually really interesting, we have a Dia de los Muertos collector edition doll at $99. So $100, cheaper than Paris Hilton's doll because she's like premium. So this is just more like a collector doll, like similar to Lily Chang. Now, what I'm thinking is that since this doll is themed after Dia de los Muertos, you know, like, and that's a big celebration and a big part of Hispanic culture. And then we had Lily, you know, obviously she was celebrating the Year of the Tiger, right? So, and those are both like very big celebrations in their respective countries and ethnicities, and you know, like that's what I'm thinking is that maybe this is going to be an ongoing theme where these collector dolls like Lily and now this new Dia de los Muertos doll, that they're going to keep this theme going with like big kind of like celebration dolls. Like maybe one's going to be about Christmas, maybe one's going to be about Halloween, maybe one's going to be about like St. Patrick's Day, you know what I mean? So like I feel like this is no coincidence. They're gonna keep this like collector theme going for dolls that are specifically like celebrating a event or some kind of, you know, like a celebration from certain cultures or just parts of the world. And like, so I feel like that's what's gonna happen with this line of collector dolls, because like it just makes so much sense, and I feel like that is a very good strategy to go on with. And then we also have the mainstream fashion collector edition doll here that's gonna look similar to Jet Dawson, and she's also gonna be priced similarly to Jet Dawson at $50.99 and more in euros. So yeah, see what I mean? Like these are gonna be more fashion oriented, these cheaper ones, and then we're gonna have the themed collector dolls that are more expensive, like Lily Chang, and then we have the premium collector doll that's like Paris Hilton. That's super expensive for some reason. So really cool. We do also have the My Runway Friend Series 2 doll, the larger doll like Amaya. And yeah, same price like the Amaya doll. Just we don't know which character. My bet's gonna be on Bella, just because Bella is like the second. I mean, she's like one of the most popular characters behind Amaya, of course, because Amaya's just popular for some reason. Because I feel like Bella's gonna be the big doll here, and I can't wait to see what her outfit's gonna look like. Next up, of course, we have the Accessory Studios Series 1 packs that I already talked about in the last video. Then we have this custom series at $12.99, and what's interesting is that apparently they're gonna be so like the cheer dolls, where it's like a slim box, but they're not gonna have anything on or something. So I don't know what to expect with this custom line. Like, how are you supposed to customize them? Like, whoa, I don't quite understand this logic, but yeah, okay. We have more in this custom series, and these are 3 packs in warm tones and in cool tones. These are going to cost $9.99 each. It's a huge box with 3 dolls to customize in different colors and outfits. So these dolls and these 3 packs are going to have outfits, so you can customize them or whatever. So again, cool concept. Still just a little, I need to have more information on how like this is gonna work. Like, what exactly are you supposed to customize about them? You know, like, are you supposed to draw on their faces, or like, you know, but like I just don't quite understand like what is the customization feature here. So we also have the costume party line that's going to be exclusive at Walmart, and of course we already talked about these in an older video that will be linked somewhere above as well in case you missed it. But yeah, basically there's going to be 5 dolls, and these are going to be already established characters like Robin and Violet, just in Halloween costumes. So we have a werecat, a werewolf, a Catwoman, a werewolf, a bat costume, a spider costume, and a fairy costume. There you go. So yeah, 5 characters in total, and we only know 2 for sure who they're gonna be. And then lastly, we have the Rainbow High and Shadow High 4-pack, which is gonna be a Target exclusive, retailing at $121.99. And the reason why we only have 2 outlines depicted here is because since 2 of these dolls are Rainbow High and 2 are Shadow High, the other half is actually in the Shadow High portion of the listings. So we'll see them when we get to the Shadow High stuff. But so that's a cool little reference, because they, you know, it is their one half is Shadow High, one half is Rainbow High, and here we can only see the Rainbow High characters. So yeah, but it's a 4-pack, kind of expensive, honestly. So I am curious to see, like, again, what is this 4-pack gonna have? Is it gonna be the teacher pack? You know, oh yeah, of course we also have Junior High Series 2. That's gonna be of the original Series 2 girls and boy. I'm excited for River. And really interesting is that we're gonna have a 5-pack of Junior High Series 2 right after, and weirdly enough, River's not included. So that's a bit weird. Like, what? What's wrong with River? I thought we liked River. Like, why is he being excluded of being in the pack? You know, it's also weird because we don't even have like a 5-pack or 6-pack of all the Series 1 Junior High characters. So why would they just release a big pack for Series 2 that hasn't even come out yet? So, you know, okay, but yeah, I cannot wait to see Bella, especially, and River, just because they're one of my favorites. So. Okay, moving on to the Shadow High listing. First up, we have a Series 2. The boy is unconfirmed, but I do think there's going to be a boy character again. And then that face up we just saw in the last video of the new Shadow High character might actually be part of the Series 2 lineup, which makes sense. Again, it's not Glitch, because then her name would be under there. Also, Glitch had no makeup like that in the show, and her skin tone was way off, so I don't think that's her. Like, you know, and I do talk more about it in my previous video, but yeah, so I guess this mysterious unknown character that we saw already is part of Series 2, which makes sense. And obviously we do also have the Twins 2-pack and the Trunk Show with Ainsley, but those are also starting to pop up in stores all around the world starting June, so keep your eyes peeled. And here is where we get to see the last Rainbow Vision group with the 3 characters, and these are called the Electric Rock Stars. Same price. We have unknown themes, but we can kind of make out that these 3 girls have blue, green, and pink color themes respectively. Now, right off the bat, this is giving me severe Powerpuff Girls vibes, right? Is it just me? Like, maybe it's the specific colors that were used for the characters here, like the placeholders, but it seriously is giving me Powerpuff Girls vibes. So I do hope that we get maybe kind of those specific colors, you know, more green and more blues sound good, and more pinks, you know, but these are, the interesting part here is that they are part of Shadow High, and yet they do have some colors. So how are they going to spin it? Maybe it's going to be metallic, maybe it's going to be shiny, maybe it's going to be like very light, pastel-y. I don't know how they're going to spin it to fit the Shadow High look that's very dark and grungy, you know, like very dark and mysterious and you know, just very grayscale. So I am happy that we're seeing here that Shadow High is going to contain more color. It's not just going to be literally black and white. So I am happy about that. So yeah, just curious to see how they're going to spin these color themes with these pink, blue, and green colors. Yeah, metallic. I feel like metallic is probably what's going to be like metallic kind of hues in those colors would make sense to me, especially because these are going to be like electric rock stars. Ooh, okay. And actually, thanks to @AshtonSilverstone on Instagram, they pointed out that we had already seen these body leaks of these bodies in like very like green colors, like very, very weird colors, like green and black, and like obviously the black one was Chanel, but the green one we never actually got to see like if they ever became a doll or anything. So this body might actually belong to one of the girls in this new band, because maybe they are gonna have like their skin tones in those colors, you know, maybe not, like, but I mean, I guess I feel like it's no coincidence that we already had like a leaked body in like a greenish tint, and now we have this line where it's gonna be like all these colors and green is one of them. So maybe this is gonna be what's gonna maybe this is how it's gonna look like. Their bodies are gonna be like in pink or blue, or but I don't know if, again, like I'm not sure how they would spin it, because if they really introduce characters with blue, pink, and green skin, like they do have to explain like how is that happening, like like how is that possible? Is it just body paint? Like, because they haven't explained why Shadow High has grayscale aspects to them, and their colors are so different, that their skin tones are so different than the rest of the schools. Like, they still haven't explained it, and so like I desperately need to know why, and like how is this happening. So if they do introduce these characters with pink or blue or green bodies like this, I do hope we at least know how it's working. Like, how is this working? You know, is it just, and like if even if it is body paint, just like please tell us it's body paint, like, but just clarify, you know. And with this last group, we now have a representation for each school. So Rainbow High has the K-pop stars, and then Pacific Coast High has the disco stars, and then Shadow High has these electronic rock star girls. So yeah, really interesting that we already have like kind of like a layout of all these groups and what their specific genre is. Last panel here, we have the Jeep truck at $69.99 on almost 90 euros for everywhere else. The Jeep truck obviously is going to look like the truck we already saw in the show. It's going to be the truck that belongs to the twins, obviously the Storm twins. So I do hope that it looks really cute. I don't collect the cars, so I'm not going to be buying this, but if it looks as cool like it did in the show, I can definitely see people loving this and Jeep then lastly truck. Of course, we have the other half of the Rainbow High and Shadow High 4-pack here. That's Target exclusive. So yeah, this is the same thing. It's just they did split them up, because you know, one half is Shadow High, one half is Rainbow High. So that was funny. But yeah, this 4-pack Target exclusive, really expensive. Again, I don't know, new characters, already established characters, and new outfits. I do think it's gonna be new characters, very possibly, most likely teachers. Just really curious, because we don't actually have any teachers yet from Shadow High. So unless they really establish teachers in Shadow High really quickly in the next episodes, I honestly don't think that that this 4-pack is gonna be with the teachers from Rainbow High, because I don't think they're gonna put the principal, Miss Wright, and Miss Morton, you know, for the Rainbow High characters, and then for the Shadow High characters, they're just gonna put like what, 2 Shadow High students. Like, I don't think that would make much sense. So unless again they establish teachers for Shadow High really quickly, I have no clue what this 4-pack could actually contain. But yeah, that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Be sure to give me a big thumbs up if you did. Be sure to leave me any thoughts or questions you may have down below. Let me know what you thought of these listings. What do you think of everything? There was so much to go over. Yeah, let me know down below. And as always, don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss out when I post more Rainbow High x Shadow High doll news just like this, doll reviews, and episode reaction videos. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time. Stay peachy. Kisses.